What's up, Phenomenal family? You're tuned into Phenomenal TV, where we serve you entertainment that's nothing but phenomenal. Igama lam Zanele Potelwa, aka the People's Champion, and today, honey, we are in the presence of greatness. I say this because we have got a brand new Miss South Africa, but wait, she's a history-making Miss South Africa. Her name is Mia Roux, Oudtshoorn's finest, and she made history by becoming the first hearing-impaired Miss South Africa that we've ever had in the country. And now she's gonna go and tell her story on international stages. She's gonna go on to be our ambassador, but more than anything else, she's gonna continue to be an example of what it means to truly have your dreams be validated over and over again, and making everybody else realize that they, in fact, have dreams that are valid. Everybody, please welcome Mia Roux.
Hello, Zanele. So nice to be here with you.
It's so nice to be here with you, my Mia. I mean, we keep meeting like this, from 5FM to Expresso,
Yes.
now Phenomenal TV.
Yes, we know each other very well by now.
Exactly. I keep saying we're secret besties, you and I. Okay, perfect. Mia, you're a couple of days into this beautiful rain. How are you feeling?
No, absolutely, it's been wonderful, and I'm so grateful for every blessing I've received.
Yeah.
It's been a lot though. There's a lot of interviews, a lot of expectations, but
Yeah.
I knew what I was walking into, and I've been prepared for it, so I'm ready to take it on.
I love that. And please, can I tell you, because at some point, I think I was feeling sorry for you. And I was like, Mia's talking to so many people, doing so many things. Is she overwhelmed? I love that you said that you've been preparing for it, because when it comes to moments of greatness, you have to be prepared for them,
100%.
right? Oh, my word.
I haven't been prepared for my voice to leave me, but I've got some scrapes on.
Same! I'll tell you this, hot water, lemon, honey. You can never go wrong.
Okay, I will do that from now on.
Perfect. Amazing. Mia Matung. But Mia, with you saying you've been preparing, this moment right here, because I keep saying that you were born for a time such as this. I said there was no one else's reign that could have done what you're about to do. And it is so incredible to see you just walk into your purpose, something that you've been preparing for since you were a kid. But of course, that even started before you could walk and talk and everything, because when you were 2 years old, that was when your community came together to pay for your cochlear implant surgery. So can you speak to me about that? You know, knowing that so many people came together to make sure that you could get this thing that you really needed. What does that mean to you, especially in such an imperative time of your life?
It means absolutely a lot to me. When I was 2 years old, my parents did not have the means to pay for a cochlear implant. And then the whole community just rallied together. And like a local cinema in Pretoria got Men in Black a week before it was supposed to be screened in South Africa.
Yeah.
And all the funds that were raised during it went towards my cochlear implant.
Wow.
I thought Men in Black was made just for me, but
Oh. Mia Matung. I love that.
Yeah.
I think it was.
yes.
Yeah.
No one has to know, but I know.
Exactly.
But also, it has meant a lot to me because it has learned or taught me what community truly means. And now it's my turn to be people's community, because I know the power of community and how it can change someone's life. And I know I'm not doing this alone.
Yes.
I've got a whole community to help me become their community.
Girl, you are our head girl of the entire country. You've got an entire country that is behind you. And this is why I believe, like, just in terms of everything you're going to be doing, I know it's going to be so impactful, because everybody is genuinely so excited about having you as our Miss South Africa. What has it meant to you just to kind of receive that at the moment? You know, all of the different messages you've been getting from people.
It means a lot. It means a lot to be seen. It means a lot to be heard, and to show that your dreams are validated.
Yeah.
Because, you know, when you grow up with an impairment or a disability, there is a lot of doubt.
Sure.
If you will be able to succeed, if you will be able to be independent.
Yeah.
And in a way, without even knowing, when you are surrounded by so much doubt, it can easily enable victimhood.
Sure.
And there is a point in your life you have to choose, are you going to listen to that tale of being a victim, or are you going to decide to change your narrative? And it's not as easy, it doesn't happen overnight. It is like a daily practice of resetting mental patterns, informing others around you, to be delighted with you about your hearing impairment and what it can mean as well. There are a lot of little things that I had to overcome, but for me, I'm very grateful for this opportunity to tell people to not enable victimhood, but also to enable victorhood.
Sure, I love that. And with your victory, you're doing exactly that, my love.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Thank
But
you.
I want to go to like 7-year-old Mia. What did she want to do? Where was she in life and what was going on at the time?
7 years old, I was in Oudtshoorn. I was starting to discover what it means to be in a yearly school.
Okay.
I was in a mainstream school, and I remember I started feeling that I was different then. I could start notice I'm a bit different. But at that age, the kids around me were still quite nice to me, but
Wow.
there were subtle signs, the subtle signs started that I am different, and the only focus was really about making sure I'm not okay, not to set up me for achieving my wildest dreams, not to set me up for greatness.
Oh, wow.
Greatness. It was just, is she gonna be okay? Let's see what we can do just to make sure she's just okay.
Mia, that's actually so crazy that you say that because I don't think that's something that anyone would have ever thought of. I've never heard anyone say that where it's like, we just wanted Mia to be fine.
Yes.
It wasn't like, Mia, what is the biggest dream that you have for yourself?
Exactly.
It was just, let's get her through.
Yes.
Sure. So is that what, for you, this reign is about? To
Yes.
say, please dream bigger than you could have ever thought?
Exactly. If you feel in your heart that you are meant for a big life, you shouldn't be scared to go for it. And
Yes.
to grab every opportunity that comes your way with both hands. And I know that sometimes your dreams will get denied, but that's only because you will, or a bigger dream will come to you in the future. And then that dream will come true, and that is what happened to me.
Yes, I believe the same thing. I think that big dreams come with a lot of pushback.
Yes.
Yeah, life will unfortunately push you back, but it's only just because it's for that springboard so that you can reach that higher level, you know?
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. You don't always, in retrospect, don't always realize when you have been denied an opportunity. That is not always bad, because sometimes it just means it's just not meant for you, and something better that is meant for you will come your way.
Girl, you and me are on the same wavelength.
Yes,
I
yes.
always say, for me, rejection is meant for our protection, our redirection, and for our elevation.
That's beautiful.
That's what I truly believe, and that's what I've learned even just like from all of the different ways in which I've been, you know, not either gotten something I'd wanted or something hasn't gone my way, right?
Yes, yes.
But I want to then ask you, Mia, and I think it's also, you know, something that I was just thinking about where I feel like a lot of people who are, you know, able to, let's say, hear or see and things like that, we obviously aren't cognizant of the moments in which, for example, you know, you either felt alone or you felt like, oh man, like this is tough. Can I ask you, what was that one moment that made you really be like, okay, you know what, as much as this is my circumstance, I still want to decide for myself that this is the life that I want?
For me, it was actually from the pushback, like when I would be doing interviews for a job opportunity, there was always a lot of doubt, a lot of like, will you be capable of doing it? Like, it was grueling. It was like then after an interview, you would feel so down. And then you have to rebuild yourself, and you have to be, either I'm meant for something really sad or I'm meant for something really great.
Yeah.
Because my life didn't allow me for there to be something in between. So I think that is where I am coming from.
Really?
Yeah.
And can I ask you, in those moments, what was it that kind of got you through? And it was like, even though, let's say they doubted me or they didn't take me for this specific position because of, you know, my disability, what was it that got you through to be like, okay, I'm fine?
For me, first of all, the love of my friends and my family really has helped.
Yes.
But also what has gotten me through, let me just think about it. I just had it in my head.
No, it's okay.
No, it's okay. Oh yes, that to remind myself that it's okay to sometimes take a break if you need to rest. Just because you're resting doesn't mean that you're quitting.
Sure.
At all, because sometimes we need some time to rebuild ourselves after you've had the pushback,
Yeah.
or if you had a bad moment. And it's just about showing yourself grace and others grace as well. We all are really just trying to make our way into this world.
And we really are, and
Yeah.
life can be so difficult, but I think it is about that pushback, for us on that pushback. We must push back the pushback, essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There is a saying that always goes, where it says that you have to turn every hard moment into something beautiful. Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
But Mia, then especially with you saying that it was your family that got you through, you know, those tough times. Are you like super close with your family?
I'm very close with my family.
Yeah.
They are some of the few people who truly always saw me for who I am, who always saw me for my intelligence, for my heart,
Yes.
and for my ability. They never really saw me as some alienated subject or something to avoid. They always just embraced me.
That's
And they stood
beautiful.
up for me when it was necessary. So truly, for me, having a loving and supportive family has played a very big role in my life.
That's gorgeous. And it really is important to have that support structure. And especially people who are going to stand up for you. You know what I mean?
100%.
Yes.
We need to stand up for one another because we can't always expect of ourselves to always be strong and perfect.
That's
That's
true.
why it's so important to stand up for one another as well.
100%. And Mia, you're standing up for so many people. I think I've said it before where it's not just, you know, anybody who's looking to you and being like, I can see myself in Mia, but I think it's every single person in South Africa, just how much you, like you said, had to push back through the pushback and
Yes.
more than anything else, fight for your dreams. You've stood up for so many, and this is why I'm so excited to see what it is you're going to do with your reign.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, I am. I really, really am.
I'm very excited as well to see
Yeah.
what can come from this. I know it's going to be a lot of hard work, but I'm ready for it because it's going to be meaningful.
Yeah.
And it's going to be beautiful, so I'm so excited.
And speaking of that, what is it that Mia wants to do when she's Miss South Africa?
With my Miss South Africa platform and during this year, I really want to set up a very strong foundation for the rest of my life. And in order to promote inclusivity.
Yeah.
Because that is what I'm here truly, or that is truly why I'm here. As I know what it feels like to be excluded. I know what it feels like to not feel seen, to not feel heard. And I know there are so many other people in different aspects as well who experiences that feeling.
Yeah.
And we South Africans, we love hard work, but we need to be given a chance.
Yeah.
And we are not giving enough people a chance, like we are leaving South Africans behind.
That's true.
And
yeah.
I want to help minimize that.
And can I ask you, when you say that you feel like we're leaving South Africans behind, which ones exactly are you talking about?
I'm talking in a broader aspect, like the differently abled, gender exclusion, spatial exclusion, financial exclusion,
Yeah.
all of those types of exclusion.
And honestly, you can't move forward as a country if not everybody is given
there's
the
not, like,
opportunities.
integration and unity.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is why you are our Miss South Africa. You can now actually like look to politics after Miss SA, Mia, I'm just saying, with the mindset that you have in terms of all of us moving forward together. And more than anything else, I think, you know, finding a way for everybody to be on the same playing field. I think that that's so important.
100%. And the thing is, the information is out there. We just need to create a bit of awareness. And with South Africa, I was like, I'm going to step on a platform for the included. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because that is how you get heard.
That's
by
true.
stepping into the same room
That's
as
true.
the ones that need to hear the message.
And even for me, I'm like, I wish that wasn't even the case. That, you know, you would
Yeah.
need to be like, that's what I need to do.
But hopefully for the future, Mia, that won't be the case.
Exactly. And this
Yeah.
is why I said you were born for a time such as this. You
Yes.
are the history maker, you are the pioneer. And
Thank
I feel like it's so incredible for us to be able to say that Mia Roux is our Miss South Africa because of everything that you bring with it. It really is incredible. But I want to go back very quickly, Mia, to you and particularly school. Were you somebody who was like, you know, super focused into your schoolwork and everything? Or were you that person who was like more focused on pageants and everything?
No, I was honestly just trying to get through life.
I get that.
In school, school was a bit hard for me because I did struggle a lot with deaf fatigue. So deaf fatigue is when you have to really focus and concentrate on what people are saying all the time, so you get tired more easily, yes. It's like, for example, when you are writing an exam and you have to read questions and you have to comprehend it first. It's that it does get tiring. So I was very tired during school. And also, I did not always have access to all the information I needed. For example, class announcements, sometimes I will miss out on that.
Sure,
So,
yeah.
but yeah, I did have moments where I had some depression and it was hard.
Really?
Yeah, but I do have an extreme ability to focus, actually. It's actually one of my strong points. And I think that's actually why I actually got through school quite well, is my strengths. It really did
Okay.
help me through it all.
And it is always the right thing to focus on. But can I then ask you, for any young person who's maybe experiencing the same thing as you, you know, having deaf fatigue, or
Yes.
perhaps just feeling a little bit depressed in the way that you were,
Yeah.
what would you say to them?
That it's okay. The only way to get through it is, or to get over it, is to go right through it. You are going to feel feelings. You are going to experience things that aren't always pleasant, but nothing worth having comes easy.
Yeah.
And sometimes you don't always see the goal in the end when you're going through those things.
Yeah.
But it makes you so much stronger. Life is tough for everyone. It is a part of life.
I
But
hear
you
that.
are strong enough to handle it.
Yes,
Yeah.
and thank you for showing people what it means to be strong. But can I ask you then, in terms of, you know, people who can hear and people who, let's say, you deal with on a daily basis, what do you wish other people knew, especially when it comes to the hearing impaired community? What about the hearing impaired community?
For me, first of all, with corporations and schools, I really want them to reach out to platforms that can help to educate them on how to be inclusive.
Yes.
And provide them with the information and tools that they require, because there is a lot of great technology and tools out there that can help us to be included.
Yes.
Like you get speech to text transcription,
Yes, Mia.
where it literally will pick up your speech and put it over into text.
That's true.
Yeah, little things like that, but there is a lot of work that needs to be done still.
Yeah.
But for the everyday person, don't be scared to ask us what we need. The deaf community is also quite nuanced. Not everyone is the same. Everyone has different needs. And we welcome if you ask us what we need, because we will happily tell you, because it shows that you want to include us.
I like that. Just
Yeah.
ask.
Yes.
I like that.
Yes.
I also want to ask you though, when it comes to you and now having gone on this journey, because it wasn't easy, I feel like you guys, when you get to that stage of being on the main stage for Miss South Africa, you've already gone through so many different things on Crown Chasers.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Why was that such a difficult part of, you know, this journey for you guys? Because I know that everyone keeps saying Crown Chasers, it was challenging, it was difficult. What was the toughest part about it?
With Crown Chasers, the thing is they really want to test the girls because they know what it takes to become a Miss South Africa or to be one.
Yeah.
It is a very big responsibility. And Crown Chasers is hard specifically to help prepare you for it. Like you wake up early, you have to do challenges, you have to do interviews, you have to do shoots, you have to be energetic all the time, you have to make sure you don't look too bad.
Oh, Batung, yes.
All of that, and it's a lot of pressure as well, because you know you are competing, you know you are being judged as well. So it is tough in that aspect, but sometimes the hottest fires can forge the strongest swords.
Yes.
So I think it's also about helping to shape you, helping to prepare you, and you really do grow a lot.
Yeah, and girl, you were the strongest sword. Thank you very much. This is why you got that crown on your head. Thank you. But I want to know then, what do you think made you stick out? What do you think made you be the right candidate for Miss South Africa?
I think first of all, I was just authentic and I was very honest
That's
about
true.
the things that I was feeling. Even when I was a bit scared that I should not be showing that I'm feeling a bit weak there and here, I still did show it. Because it's also easier when they can see what they are dealing with.
Yes.
They are like, what you see is what you get, like that type of vibe. And then I also think what helped to make me strong is that I really had a purpose, I really had a why. And I really had a story to tell.
Yeah.
And I was here to tell it. I wasn't going to let anything hold me back.
Come on.
Because I'm here for my purpose and I want to live it.
Yes. And can I ask you then as well, in terms of you and just the biggest lesson that you've learned, not even just with this journey of Miss South Africa, but let's say over the last couple of years, what's been the biggest lesson that you've learned from the moment that you entered your first pageant when you were 18 years old up until now?
Well, if I have the first lesson that comes to mind that I've learned, and it was actually over this journey, is if you keep focusing on where it's hard, when it's tough, you actually make it harder for yourself.
Sure.
Because you allow or you give your energy to that. Where you should give your energy to your strength, to where you find joy, and revel in those moments. Sometimes you have to make it fun for yourself.
Yes.
It's not always about what is being thrown at you, it's also about the mindset you have, and how you approach things and how you see things. It really does make a difference.
And I think that, you know, in terms of our strength as well, sometimes imposter syndrome doesn't allow us to always see them properly. But that's why it's always so important to have people around you who can remind you about them.
Exactly,
right?
exactly.
Yeah.
Now, having a strong support system is really, really important. And I do believe that the girls, all the finalists, we were supportive with one another.
You guys were.
We were there for one another. If someone was crying, we were helping, packing her things for her. All of those things.
That's so beautiful, guys.
I was also one of those girls sometimes.
Yes. Oh, that was crying as well. I get it. I've been in a competition show before. It's hard.
It is hard, but it's okay. It's normal. It happens.
Right.
Yes.
And it makes us stronger, like we said. That's what
Yes.
matters.
Yes, I think it also when something's really important to you and you really, really have a very big dream. And when it gets tough, you sometimes will feel a bit in your feels sometimes. But like I said, the only way to get over it is to go right through it.
Exactly.
Yes.
And Mia, now that you are at the beginning of your Miss South Africa reign, I know we spoke about all of the amazing work you're going to be doing. And like I said, for me, I genuinely feel like your reign is one of the most important, like just in the history of Miss South Africa. But I want to know, what are you most looking forward to when it comes to the prizes? What are you most excited for?
To be completely honest, like I will have to make it work, but I really want to get a dog.
Yeah, you're so cute.
One that is like medically trained, and when someone knocks on the dog can come and tell me, someone's knocking on the door. Oh, I'm joking, but you know.
Yes.
But also growing up, when I was feeling lonely and excluded, I always had pets.
Okay.
And it was always dogs. And they always were a companion to me. And they always made me feel loved. And something that I found very special about dogs is they don't love you because of what you've achieved, because of what you've looked like. They love you based on how you treat them. I was always the favorite.
There was nobody else. It was always you.
No, I'm joking, but honestly, I always invested so much into my dogs. They were always so excited to see me. And even when you achieve amazing things, they are still just as excited to see you.
Yeah.
And then it's truly special in that moment because you know it's not because of what you've achieved.
Yeah.
It's because of what they think about you in your heart or how they see your heart.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, Mia, that's so adorable. Which one was your favorite dog out of all the dogs you've had? And why?
Shame. He passed away a few years ago
Aww, yes.
from what I think was a brain tumor.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm
It's okay.
sorry. Yes.
His name was Bobby. He was named after Bob Dylan.
Oh, that's so sweet.
No, shame, he was a very special dog. He was one of a kind, hey?
Aww.
Always happy to see me, a companion. So nice to everyone, always cuddly. He was actually a small staffy, and people are usually very biased against staffies, but he was very special. I can't talk about it too much.
Okay, he was the original Bob. Okay, forget Bob Dylan. He was the
Yeah.
original.
No, it was a hard time for us because we had 3 dogs during that time, my parents. And we had a 9-month-old dog that got run over by a car. And then he passed away a month later from what I suspect was a brain tumor. He started getting seizures and everything.
Yeah.
It was very tough for us to experience. And then our little older one, she was 17, fortunately. She also passed away from age.
Oh, man. I'm so sorry, my Mia.
It's okay.
But now with you starting this new journey, like you said, getting a new dog and being a part of it, I think is going to be so special.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
No, I really love animals.
Oh, that's so beautiful. Do you want to do anything around you and animals, like in terms of, you know, from now up until the rest of your reign?
Pardon?
Are you hoping to do anything with animals?
Well, I definitely would love to.
Yeah.
For me, the thing is, you can't also save the entire world.
Yes.
But also as you go through life, what you do can also evolve and everything. And it is something I am passionate about. And I would love to collaborate on projects that can help with conservations, like animal conservation and with pigs and all of that. Like, I'm definitely very open to it.
Beautiful. Mia, I know you're going to do such incredible things. And before I let you go, I want to play a little bit of a game with you.
Okay.
Right? It's a this or that.
Okay.
Yeah, so that we can get to know you. Tell me, in terms of colors, would you prefer black or pink?
Black. I love pink, but I don't easily wear pink.
Yeah.
For me, it has to be a soft pink. I think because I come from a small town, and the way I was raised, like, I'm not always as bright and bold, like, but I love bright and bold. Like, this suits you to a T.
Thank you, my baby.
You
This
look so
suits you.
beautiful.
You look amazing in your forever new dress, babe.
Thank you, my angel.
Beyonce or Rihanna?
You ask me difficult questions.
I
can't
am.
really listen to music the way others do.
Yes.
But I love them both, though.
Okay, yeah, as icons.
No, yeah, as people.
Choose
or what
one,
I know and their
yeah.
vibes and how beautiful they are.
Yes, but which person would you choose?
Beyonce.
Beyonce. Me too. So, if you had to choose between reading a book and watching a movie.
It depends. It depends on the situation. If I'm on the beach, reading a book.
Yes.
But sometimes when I'm just tired watching a movie.
Watching a movie. But Mia, now you have to choose one for the rest of your life. Which one would it be?
Books.
Okay. Really?
Yes.
I'm such a movies girl.
No, I love movies, but when I was growing up, I read a lot.
Yeah.
And that is also why I have a vocabulary.
I love that.
I didn't learn my vocabulary through listening, or I learned it through reading.
Sure.
And I always got bookworm awards.
Yes.
But I have a very big love for reading for that reason.
That's beautiful. And also,
And it also helped me to escape when I was little to all these new worlds.
yes.
And it really helped to build my imagination as well, because you have to really have a vivid imagination to be able to bring to life what you were reading. But I would become so immersed in my books.
I was literally going to say the same thing as well, in terms of just transporting us to a whole different world. I think it's because I don't read as much as I probably should anymore. I just put on
we
a
don't.
movie. Yeah,
Even me.
Yes. But did you ever read any Enid Blyton books?
I don't recall that I have,
Okay.
but I definitely
I'm
will,
gonna
because
put
if
you-
you're bringing
I was
her
gonna
up,
say,
then
I'm going to put you onto
I
a book.
must.
Yes, I'm going to put you onto a book. It's literally my favorite book ever. I'm going to put you onto it. But I want to ask one last thing. If you had to choose between rugby versus cricket, which one to watch?
To watch, I would say rugby.
Rugby,
Yeah.
that's my girl. That's my
Yeah.
girl. Yeah.
I think it's just a lot of spirit.
Yes, and it brings the country together.
Yes, yes.
Mia, you've brought the country together. You are an absolute wonder. You're incredible. We all love you so much, and especially because, like I said, I think your reign is so important for so many people, and I know you're going to do amazing things. Thank you for stepping into your light, because you've allowed other people to be able to step into theirs, and you've allowed all of us to know that our dreams are possible. So thank you so much. And I think especially with the deaf community, I mean, I've seen all of the messages that have been pouring in. It really is so beautiful to see. And I am so proud of you.
Oh, thank you. I really appreciate it. Oh, I really appreciate all of it.
Yes. And can I ask you, what would you say to all of the people right now who are looking at you, whether they're in the deaf community or just anyone at all, who's just like, Mia, you're incredible and thank you for what you've done. What would you say to them?
What I would say to them is thank you for seeing me, thank you for hearing me, and thank you for making me feel validated. It really means a lot to me to see all of your support, and I cannot wait to make you all proud.
Oh, beautiful. Mia, my bestie, this is our... That's our,
Yes.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
our thing now.
Yes, I won't do it with anyone else.
Thank you. It's nice to know we have a loyal Miss SA. Her name is Mia Roux, phenomenal family, and oh my goodness, I think everything that you have seen over the last couple of minutes just lets you know that she indeed is going to do something special with her reign. She was born for a time such as this, and this is why I sit here being so proud, knowing that we all can be proud because we are going to be represented by the best. It is only here on Phenomenal TV where we get to see the most phenomenal, such as Mia Roux. And of course, you know, we only ever bring you entertainment that's nothing but phenomenal. Until next time, bye-bye.